What up, Buzz? You tapped in? Okay, Goose, you tapped in too? All right, Chicago, y'all tapped in? All right, boys, let's crack 'em. Feel like Mike in the fourth with the ball in my hands and I'm taking a shot. I'm the king in the madhouse on Madison, whether I make it or not. Now the crowd going crazy, they watching the play and I'm watching the clock. Got my shot in the air and the buzzer go off and I'm watching it drop. This team did things. MJ shot City 6 rings. D-Rose too big, too fast, too strong. History, and we good on that. Put Jilla on the track and we good on wax. 3, 2, 1. Everybody say Bulls on tap. Bulls on tap. Our city pretty and gritty. Benny the bull in the crowd getting hyper and litty. Me, I'm so drippy, it's slippery. Nothing offends me. Banners on banners, we winners. We got the stats in the news. Go and subscribe. Hang out with Buzzy and Goose. Tapping with us, we the truth. Jilla just murdered the booth.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bulls on Tap. I'm your boy Buzz. I'm joined by my dude Goose, aka Bulls Scripted, and we're here to recap another Chicago Bulls victory, 120-119. Before we do that, be sure you're going on tapsportsnet.com for all your Chicago sports literature and podcasting needs. Following us on Twitter at Bulls on Tap, at On Tap Sportsnet. Following Goose at Bulls Scripted, me at Buzz on Tap. Anywhere you can listen to podcasts, you can listen to us. 5-star rating and review because that's cool and tough. Also, if you are joining us live on Twitter or Facebook, head on over to the YouTube. We're live at the On Tap Sportsnet YouTube page. Subscribe to our channel, hop into the comment section, and let's talk about the Chicago Bulls victory. Goose, I'm sorry I missed the last couple days as I put out on social media. I lost my mom over after Christmas. So I'm trying to getting back into the swing of things. And I tell you, man, if there's any gifts from above that she might have sent me to feel better about what has happened, she put the good juju into DeMar DeRozan's body. 2 consecutive game winners, my man, as we talk about this game. What is going on?
I don't know. I was rewatching the shot as our intro is going there. And I just like last night was luck. Like, that one was kind of like, oh, shit. Yeah. Tonight was planned. Tonight was skill. Tonight was killer. Tonight was dog. And the way he walked off the floor said it all. I mean, I didn't get to catch most of this game. I came in at the 4th there, and I got to catch all the action. From what I heard, Zach had a great first half, kind of cooled off in the second half.
Yeah, that was basically how it went down, honestly. He started off, I think he had 15 points there in the first quarter. I mean, he was just, balling out, doing Zach LaVine things, and he came back down to earth. I mean, that's basically how that went down. He came back down to earth, and the team it was very surprising to me because, like, Kuzma, I've got the stats pulled up. I have another screen now. So I have my stats screen over here, and then I have you over here. But Kyle Kuzma fucking bullied us all night. And it was really frustrating. And another guy that bullied us all night was somebody we were high on when he was here. Somebody that we've given well wishes to. And Daniel Gafford, he missed one shot tonight, man. He went 9 for 10 in 20 minutes. He had 19 points, 8 rebounds, 2 blocks. He was giving us hell. And it was fucking annoying, honestly. I was getting really irritated. But Kuzma and Gafford and Beal were doing good things that every time the Bulls got within reach, they would just pull away, man. It was unreal.
Yeah, no, I was watching Gafford celebrate after Kuzma's near game winner there at the end, and I was like, man, it sucks. Really like that guy.
Yeah.
Great. I mean, Troy Brown Jr. is, something that we wanted there. But looking at the roster construction now and all these pieces you're able to find for this versatile wing depth, it's like, man, we really use Daniel Gafford.
Right, dude. It'd be nice to have somebody like that. I honestly was really surprised tonight they didn't try to put another big body on him when it wasn't working with Vooch. And maybe Jordan Bell, who's kind of an athletic guy that maybe can match that sort of energy that Gafford brings, but it just never happened. But I'm not gonna question Chris Fleming. I know that DeMar's bailed him out, and Kobe White too, who we're gonna get into in this show. But DeMar's bailed him out the last 2 nights. But Chris Fleming, has he lost a fucking game yet? I don't think he has.
Well,
the Bulls have won 7 straight.
He's undefeated.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably the greatest head coach of all time, I think. I don't know what the fuck is going on. You got a team that gets ravished with COVID. You have G leaguers on them, and you just don't lose. You don't lose to anybody. It's fucking
No, yeah,
incredible.
last night you don't call a timeout. You trust DeMar, you end up with the win. Tonight you do call a timeout. You trust DeMar again, and you end up with the win. Like, no, I can't recall ever seeing back-to-back games, let alone like legitimate back-to-back, like we played last, wins where this happens. Like, insane.
I know. I want to break down the game, but I don't know how after that. Like, I've run into an issue where I can't like run through how we usually run through, like quarter. This happened here. This happened here. It's like this is 2 nights in a row of a game winner, and the Bulls just can't lose. Like, dude, I don't know. Like, we all know I'm a big tattoo guy here. I'm getting ready to go fucking tattoo, like right here, just champions this year, just so everybody fucking sees it. I'm blown away by just the star power, the contributions, everything from multiple different people. But DeMar closing
huge,
it out.
But yeah. Zach's 3, that back-to-back and 1 attempts from DeMar and Vooch with the putback off of DeMar's missed free throw. Yep. Like, in that last 2 minutes, you had everything from our 3 key guys. And it was, I don't know. I mean, I don't feel we should have been in that position last night or tonight to begin with.
Right.
So to be able to talk about wins with excitement in the fashion that they ended is amazing. But it does, in a way, kind of mask the fact that we almost let both of these games slip when they should have been a lot more handily handled.
I agree. I love that you say that, because I was thinking the same thing, and I was just like, man, we should have been fucking them. Oh, this is ridiculous. We should have been killing them right now. And then I'm like, okay, well, yeah, we don't have Caruso. We've lost some size without Tony Bradley. Javonte Green, who's a high energy guy, he didn't play tonight. So I'm like thinking of like all these things. Then I'm going down the Twitter sphere. I'm falling in a fucking rabbit hole. And I wasn't on Twitter for a couple of days. So like I came back last night where I was like, after I watched the game and DeMar's awesome, game-winning shot and everything. Then even today's game, I'm like swiping through, and it's just like, Vooch has got to be better. He's got to be better. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh my God, I'm starting to believe. I feel like, when you hear something so much, you start to believe it almost. And I'm like, man, I was like, is he playing that bad right now? I watched him miss a couple gimmies. I go and I look, this guy finishes 9 for 15 from the field. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. 3 for 7 from downtown. He has 22 points, 12 boards, an assist. He had that key block. Vooch gave us a great game tonight, man. I mean, everybody did for the most part, except
Vooch has been better as of late too. So that's kind of bizarre to me. It's like people are stuck in the early season trend of hating on this guy, and they can't be wrong or let it go. Because if you're getting 20 points a night from this guy and he's giving you 12 plus boards, like what more do you want?
I'm not really sure what else he could give you.
Zach and DeMar need to shoot the ball. I don't know.
Right. And the wild thing to me is that, I want to talk about this guy too. I want to talk about Kobe White. With these last 2 games that he's played, the Bulls don't win or get close to winning if he doesn't play like he has been. And I'm really hoping this consistent playing time that he's been having will translate over to the bench. I know it won't be as many minutes, obviously, but hopefully it translates over to the bench once Lonzo gets back, because 7 for 14 from the field, 4 for 8 from downtown. He had 20 points and 5 assists tonight. He was doing Kobe White things. The best part of Kobe's game tonight, no turnovers.
Well, in the game before that, he was like 7 of 8 from 3-point land or something crazy. I think he only missed 1. So no, you have to hope that the confidence he's building in these extended minutes as a starter definitely carry over once he gets pushed back to the bench. Hi, Boo. Because no, his confidence right now has kept this team, kept DeMar with the ability to, steal these 2 games for us, because without Kobe, we're not in it. And after last night's game, DeMar gave full props to Kobe and said, without Kobe White, we're not in this game.
Oh, yeah. I mean, absolutely. I mean, he's just so integral in these last 2 wins. And it's just, I feel like it's so weird, because I know we have people out, and then you kind of lose Tyler Cook tonight to an ankle injury, it looks like. I don't know what's going on with him, when he'll be back, if that's even been released of what's going on with him. I just knew it was an ankle injury, and you have guys like Lonzo and Caruso out, but I feel right now they're in this stride, and like they've really hit one. Obviously, it's a 7-game winning streak, once these guys start coming back and they start meshing together again, it's going to be like almost a halfway point through the season. Because so we played 34 games this year. 41 games is halfway through the season. So I think they're going to really fucking get on a roll here, dude. And God forbid any major injuries happen.
Matchups are pretty favorable.
Yeah, I know. It's wild.
We get the Magic and then the Wizards again, right?
Yeah. I mean, there's a real possibility for like 10 straight wins here. I mean, this is fucking crazy. You know, I can't believe it. I love it. I am worried a little bit about the bench, but then it's kind of like a walking contradiction because I just said, well, once Kobe moves back there and once we get healthy, but I just hate that the bench only scored 6 points tonight. You know, a lot of effort had to come from the starting five. Derek Jones Jr. obviously being inserted into the starting five, hit a couple big 3-pointers tonight. But, you know, obviously I hate when that happens, but I just, due to the circumstances, you know, I could live with it. But the Wizards played us a real hard game tonight, and just I don't think the Bulls had business winning that game. And
no,
it's just,
they definitely did not. I am just thrilled that I do not have to go to bed tonight knowing that I got Kuzma, because that would not sit well with me.
So you don't like him either? You don't like him either?
It's hard to say that you don't like somebody. I've never met him. I
don't like him. I've never met him. I don't like him. No. I'm just being honest.
That's great. I'm glad you're trying to be rational, Goose. But no, I just don't fucking like him.
No, I don't like. It's like how I went off about Trae Young the other day. I think it was like maybe our last show we did when we beat Atlanta. Kuzma has that kind of swag and that face. I don't like it, Goose. I don't like it. I don't like the smugness. And you could tell that he played with LeBron James. The bitching and moaning. Like, dude, who are you? Like, Zach is getting killed in the paint. DeMar's getting hit by, we'll say Denny Average to appease our buddy CBE, C-Red Fred. But, I don't know. But I will say Kuzma has improved. I'll give him credit there. He's a guy that can really be a difference maker on a team. And I think you saw a lot of that tonight.
He improved. Other than that big shot that I guess he led the Wizards in points. But they're saying 32% from three-point land on the season.
Well, I'm not saying that
he's even taking that shot.
I guess more so when I say improved, exploiting matchups. Look what he did tonight. I mean, he was really, he really knew that the Bulls were smaller, and he really took advantage of that. And that's why the Wizards were doing what they were doing. I mean,
to have Beal trust him the way that he did with that little shovel pass for that shot at the end there. Obviously, he's got to be taking advantage of the extra opportunities that he wasn't getting playing with LeBron. Which more power to him. But man, I'm like I said, I'm just glad I don't have to try to sleep knowing that happened, because that wouldn't have gone very well. Because like you said, I don't know what it is about Kuzma. Maybe it is just as simple as his face and his arrogance and his way he carries himself.
I don't like him.
Yeah.
I just don't like. I don't like that guy. But hey, I'm glad we're talking about a winner, especially after being gone for a couple days and getting to come back and doing something that I really love to do along with you, beside me here, and talking about like just two crazy game winners. Now I just kind of want to break down the game winners. I know we talked about a little bit about it, but like if you had to pick one to rewatch, like on a loop, what one are you picking?
Oh, that's a trick question.
I know, isn't it tough? Like I just popped into my mind. I figured I'd ask the question,
because there's so much to like incorporate. Like the first one from last night, you have Zach LaVine to watch. His reaction as DeMar's like dribbling out the clock, not passing it, chucks up this Hail Mary. You see Zach like untuck his jersey, kind of get ready to take that shitty walk back to the locker room.
Yeah,
and then it goes in, and Zach's arms go up. And the emotions that you get to watch as Zach go through in that last 3, 4, 5 seconds there is entertaining in itself.
Yeah.
But from a pure basketball standpoint, I have to say tonight's pump fake in the corner. One guy goes by, another guy comes up in your face. Looked like you could have even got a foul call. Got the whole hitch, herky-jerky, like, oh my God, I barely got this off. And buckets. And so tonight,
a hard time choosing.
The one I want to watch over and over again is probably tonight. Last night's was an oh shit moment, and it turned out good.
Yeah, I think I'm going to say the first one. I mean, they're both great, but I'm going to say the first one, not just to be different than you, is just like Lonzo Ball's reaction on Instagram. I don't know if you saw that, where he's like, Debo, you didn't know how much time was on the clock. DeMar had no fucking idea. He had no fucking clue. Yeah, you have to go back and watch this. I'll send it to you. But he fucking goes, Debo, you did not know how much time was on the clock. And it's just so funny. It's like a horse shot, dude. It was like, yeah, I'm going to dribble up. You got your defender on you, right? I'm just going to,
opposite leg.
Yeah, opposite leg, little fucking, I'm going to let it go from the 3-point line just to win the game. Yeah, that's when you got to hit to win in horse. That's why I like that one so much. I was just like, holy shit. No, I mean, they're both great.
That added context. That's hilarious because that's what any fan who actually understands the game of basketball is thinking as you're watching this unfold is like, he does not know how much time is on the clock.
That's what I thought when I was watching him. I'm like, dude, DeMar, look at the fucking clock because
what are you doing?
Zoned in.
What are you doing? You're not inside the 3-point line. There's less than 3 seconds. What are you doing?
I think we have learned to never question DeMarvelous DeRozan again, and I'm not going to. I will never question a shot take. I will not, question a foul. This guy is winning fucking games for the Chicago Bulls. And when doing it on back-to-back nights like this is pretty fucking amazing. We got Sean in the comments. What's DeMar shooting now? DeMar is shooting 49% from the field and a career high 36% from downtown. The worst offseason signing of 2021.
Who the hell wants this guy on their basketball team?
He can't shoot threes. He can only hit the mid-range. So, yeah, that is what
DeMar is for the game. Then count it.
Unfucking believable, man. This is just awesome. It's a great win to talk about. Moving into Monday's game, I'm sorry. So, on the 3rd, the Bulls will take on the 7-29 Orlando Magic. Lonzo Ball and Alfonso McKinney are out of the NBA health and safety protocols. They did not travel they were out today, but they did not travel with the team to Indy or to Washington due to conditioning reasons to kind of get them back into shape to, get them ready to play again. So they should be both good to go on Monday. I have not heard or seen anything on Caruso. I'm going to have to ask our buddy Joe Colley if he's heard anything on Caruso or not, because I have not seen anything on him. Again, I have not really been on the internet a ton lately, but I've been able to keep up with some things, but I have not seen anything about Caruso. But it'll be nice to have, Lonzo Ball and Alfonso McKinney back. McKinney gives you some size and a cool story too. So, but Orlando, man, they're not good. They're young with a ton of promise, potential. It seems like Wendell Carter Jr., that's been his kind of narrative of his career on teams that are young and with a ton of potential. But I've watched some Magic basketball, and it's pretty fucking dreadful. Their leading scorer scores 15.8 points per game, and that's Franz Wagner. So
the guy that's leading their team in scoring is the guy that they drafted with our pick. Huh?
Yeah. And then the guy leading their rebounds is the guy that we drafted. Yeah, and then the guy leading their assists is also the guy is Franz Wagner again. He has 2.7 assists because Cole Anthony's out. Obviously, Markelle Fultz, he's not played since the ACL tear. Mo Bamba will probably be out, and so will Robin Lopez. So Orlando is
Rolo's there. I forgot about that.
Yeah, Rolo's there, dude. Oh my God! So I was watching Orlando against Milwaukee the other day. And Rolo had his hair tied up, right? He's got like this new kind of do thing he's got going on, like a little headband thing, and it's tied up. That dude's neck, it looked like 2-lane expressway on the back of like the hair going down to his back. I was like, oh my God. Like, I know I'm a hairy guy. I got a huge ass beard and long ass hair, but at least I keep my neck trimmed up. Like, holy shit, Rolo, get your shit together. Because, he looks like he smells to me. I'm sorry. I have a lot of aggression I need to get out, and I'm just making fun of people, and that's wrong, and I shouldn't do that. But he does look like he smells to me, though. Also, I want to throw this out there for the Magic game, too. Our friend, Artur's Fan Club, a.k.a. Ross, is giving away 2 free tickets to that game if you go over to his Twitter at Artur's Fan Club and retweet his post. He's always been good to us over here, retweeting our shows and sharing, coming on and joining us and stuff. So go check that out if you want to win 2 tickets to the Bulls Magic game. Just go over to his Twitter and retweet his post, and you could possibly win.
Days replenished. I could call out for that.
Oh shit, man! Well, if you do that, let me know. I'm coming. I'm coming with. I'm coming with the next game I'm going to be at is next Friday, and I'm not entirely sure who we play. I kind of forget. I'm gonna have to look now because I'm fucking curious on who we're playing. Friday we play. Oh, we play Washington again on Friday. Dang,
We got a pretty nice break in between Monday and Friday there, though.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, because we're gonna play. Well, I mean, dude, man, they played a lot. I mean, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Well, today's Saturday, then they're off Sunday.
Try to throw one of these makeup games at us in between there, since we have so many days off.
I read an article about the games that have been postponed about extending the NBA season 2 weeks, just to fit those games in there. Okay. I'm not opposed to that. I do think it's kind of stupid though when you have dead time, as in you have this Monday to Friday jump. If the Bulls are going to be playing in Orlando on Monday, why can't the Bulls just go play on Wednesday in Detroit and make up one of those games that we missed? I don't see why we couldn't do that, and then Toronto. I mean, you'd have to look at the Toronto thing too, because Detroit would have to come here. So I have to look at their schedule, but Toronto, we'd be in Toronto. Oh man, that's kind of a pain. Yeah. I don't know what they're going to do with that, but 4 days without Bulls basketball is going to be a fucking drag, but hopefully they leave us with an 8-game winning streak. That'd be pretty fucking sweet.
Yeah, I mean, it's set up on a tee with the Magic in town. If I recall, that game with the Magic was a lot closer than it should have been the last time. Wendell was giving us the business. So hopefully we can limit that and refrain from opening old wounds and hearing all the shouldn't get rid of Wendell.
Fruit sucks as he shoots 9 for 15 from the field. Should never traded for that son of a bitch.
Yeah, screw All-Stars. They're overrated.
Yeah, I mean, oh my god, dude, I can't believe people say dumb shit like that. The guy literally shot what was 9 for 18 would be 50%. So this guy shot fucking 65% from field tonight, and we're mad. We're fucking mad. I don't. Why?
That speaks to how spoiled we are as Bulls fans because of what most of us got to grow up during, or kind of catch the heart of there with the Bulls dynasty. And it's just we're first place in the East. We have three All-Stars on our roster, just greatness all around in terms of roster fit. And we're just killing this guy all day because he's not putting up 25 and 15 every night like he did when he was on the Magic.
When he was the guy.
Only All-Star.
Right.
But finding a way to,
It's like okay, like you said, we have 3 All-Stars, essentially 3 All-Stars. You've got 2 guys that are making the All-NBA defensive team. You have 2 guys that are making All-NBA teams. It's never enough. It's never enough. Oh, you're not averaging 2K numbers? You fucking blow, bro. You're terrible. It's unreal. But I think that people need to recognize and be grateful for Nikola Vucevic because he's been very good, and I'm very glad he's the Chicago Bulls center.
Well, no, I mean, his shooting is it's great. When it's on, we're unbeatable. But all the little things, we don't have a screener in the general realm of as good of a screener as Vooch is. That opens up and facilitates all of our offense without him even having to touch the ball.
Right.
It just every little thing that he does that doesn't show up in a box score makes him an all-star and an all-star caliber player. And it makes the fit of everything else that we have so great that just going at this guy nightly when he has an off shooting night just seems wrong. It is wrong. It doesn't seem wrong. It is wrong.
It's funny too, because it wasn't even an off shooting night. Poor Vooch. But Vooch, we rock with you over here at Bulls on Tap. We think that you're the best. So, we got no problems. But I ain't got much else, man. I'm just super fucking stoked on DeMar DeRozan. Loving this signing. Loving what he's brought to the Chicago Bulls and the excitement around this team. The way that they have played every game. 24 and 10, Goose. 24 and 10. First place in the Eastern Conference. The Chicago Bulls are in first place in the Eastern Conference. Billy Donovan will be the coach of the year. You have 2 legitimate fucking MVP candidates. 2 of them on this team.
No, I mean, I feel like the last show we did around the Atlanta game, we were talking about how DeMar had fallen out of the top 10. There ain't no way he's out of the top 10 right now.
I don't even understand how he did. I wrote that article over at ontapsportsnet.com about the fucking clutch stats. And he's like number 1 and number 2 with Zach, and he's out of the why. Why is he out? It shows you how valuable he is. And I know they made a huge change to this roster, but holy fuck, look what he's done. Look, dude, this is a first place team that was like
all the more reason why it's impressive, though, because this is the first half of the season. This isn't the second half where this team built chemistry, found a stride. Like, they had zero chemistry coming into this. They're playing through injuries, and I get the rest of the league is ravished right now too with COVID, but to have a completely turned over roster that is competing and playing to the level that they're playing this early in the season is miraculous. Like, Javonte Green is our starting power forward.
And that's what I was about to say. I was about to say that. Javonte, I was telling my dad this earlier. I'm like, the Celtics paid us to take this fucking guy. And he comes here as a end of the bench. You sign him in 2K and you put him at the end just to fill out your fucking roster. You come here, that's what you're thinking. You have some injuries. You put him in a spot where you can trust him because of his high motor and his defense. And he excels to the max. We're like, I was so sad that he wasn't playing tonight.
I could hear it in your voice.
I was like, oh no. I'm like, shit. But I love DJJ, but I'm like, no, Javonte, not you, not again. And look at this. It's fucking insane, dude. Like, our executive of the year, Arturas Karnisovas. GM of the year, Mark Eversley. Coach of the year, Billy Donovan. If they don't win in that order,
of the year, Benny the Bull.
Yeah, well, he should always be. And it's
bring home the trophy. That's really all that's left here.
It'd be a fucking travesty if he wasn't too. I'd be pissed off. But I'm telling you now, like, this team is legitimately doing things I have not seen done in the NBA unless you like I'm a superstars went and teamed up. I'm serious. I have not. I've never seen this before.
No,
it's fucking
just
nuts.
A team full of guys with chips on their shoulders and a lot to prove, and they're proving it together. And they told us that they were going to do it, and he still had people go, "Nah, those guys are crazy. They don't fit together." DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine, they're the same player. You can't have them on the same team.
One just shoots threes and the other one doesn't. You know, it's fucking. Nope, you were wrong. You were all fucking wrong. DeMar DeRozan doesn't just shoot threes. He shoots game-winning threes. Oh man, dude.
Back-to-back games.
See, I'm gonna be playing fucking 2K all night now, dude. I'm just gonna sit down here.
But that's how messed up. You can't even do that in 2K. Not even if you tried. Like, if you quit the game and like made sure, or even if you could set it up to like have the last shot, back-to-back games with a chance to win it, you couldn't make both of them. You couldn't fucking do it. And this guy did it in real life and walked off the court like a gangster. Like, what? This is average. You ain't seen this before?
Oh my God. We've been on a high talking about this and how we've never seen this before. And Aaron's Chaotic Gaming is in the chat right now. This is what he has to put. I've just come back from a little bit of a break and I have to hear about fucking Matt Thomas again. Okay, Matt Thomas, royally pissed me off tonight. Fucking royally. Twice pissed me off. Actually, 3 times after he missed 2 wide open.
He must have pissed Fleming off too, because I didn't see him in the fourth.
No, he didn't come back. You know why? Because he was ass. And you know, like Fleming, that was the one thing I will bitch at him about. Put in fucking Big Daddy Mac. Oh, I don't want to see Matt Thomas play again. I don't care that he was plus 16
no, we
or
didn't
whatever
even
it
get
was.
to cover that. Well, our boy Mac got his first NBA points in a Bulls jersey.
I know, and it was a very, very nice jump shot.
Forever written in stone.
Yep, jump shot at the free throw line against Atlanta. Right? Yeah, against Atlanta. That was fucking.
Yeah, after the behind the back pass turnover on the first time he touched the ball.
It just slipped, bro. It just slipped. He didn't mean that. He was just trying to make sure the fucking defense was on their toes.
6 players on the floor. It's okay. It didn't count.
Yeah, it didn't count. It didn't count. But yeah, no, I don't want to see Matt Thomas anymore. I don't think I would even trade him for a box of Oreos. Just put him in the fucking G League and call it a day. I'm good on Matt Thomas. Might be a nice guy, but I don't want to see him miss wide open shots anymore because or get cooked on defense. It just really irritates the shit out of me. But I ain't got nothing else, man. We had a great show talking about DeMar DeRozan winning the Bulls a game again, and Kobe White and Zach LaVine, the Bulls and friends, DeMar and friends, Zach and friends, whatever you want to call it, having a huge fucking game and winning the Bulls 7th in a row, which is their longest winning streak since the Michael Jordan era.
No, I think we did have 7 with Fred Hoiberg, with Chris Dunn and Lowry Markkinen. in that first tank season because we were trying to lose. And then we had 7 in a row and like.
Oh,
10.
did we? I thought it was 5, but you might be right.
No, it was 7 in a row and 10 out of 11, and then we.
Is that where we had Nikola Mirotic too?
Yep, that was.
Yeah, okay, you're right.
That was Nico coming back from getting punched in the face, and him and Bobby like destroying teams and putting up 20 points a game, playing on the backup unit. Well, Lowry was putting up 20 points a game, and Chris Dunn actually looked like, potential like starting point guard for a team kind of thing. Yeah, those were weird times, but we won 7 in a row.
What happened to him, bro?
I don't know. He was with Atlanta last year.
He got hurt or whatever. And I mean, is he still hurt? See, now I'm Googling it because
they got guys who bag groceries playing in the league right now. So Chris has got to be somewhere, right?
No, he's not.
No?
He's not even on a fucking team, dude. He's a free agent.
Okay.
That's wild that Chris Dunn doesn't have a job in the NBA. Yeah. I'm serious. He's 26 years old. Former lottery pick, and he's completely out of the league.
I mean, and he's had multiple 16 assist games, stellar defender.
That's what I'm saying. For defense alone, I think he'd
with half the league out with COVID. Chris Dunn still doesn't have a job. That's baffling.
I'm shocked by that. I'm not fucking with you. I'm like that. Took me back a little bit. I'm shocked that he does not have a job in the league. He's got to still be hurt or something that I'm not seeing.
No, yeah, there's got to be an injury that's keeping him from getting signed, or maybe just the injury history in general. Maybe he's just saying "fuck it."
Maybe because there's an article that was written here by a blog. I'm not gonna plug this blog, but if anybody wants to go look at it, it's called King James Gospel. Get the fuck out of here. But they're is that real? He doesn't play in Cleveland anymore. It's a Cavalier article anyway. And it says the Cavs should keep shopping, though they traded for Rajon Rondo. Chris Dunn is worth a look. So it's an article about Dunn maybe possibly getting some time with the Cavs there. But, yeah, that's absolutely wild.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's absolutely wild. But, all right, well, I have nothing else because we just went, I feel bad for Chris Dunn now. I do. I feel bad for him. Wow. Oh, man, we were ending on such a high note, and then it got down because of Chris Dunn. I just got to remember Bobby punching Nicole in the face, and then I laugh again, and everything comes back to normal in my world. So, all right, we'll take that. But you got anything else before we leave, man?
No, let's keep the streak going and not let Wendell get the best of us.
Absolutely. The Bulls will play again. That is on Monday at 7 o'clock at the United Center against Orlando. Be sure to tune into the postgame after the Bulls hopefully win their 8th straight game. Be sure to go on tapsportsnet.com for all your Chicago sports literature and podcasting needs. Following us on Twitter at BullsOnTap, at OnTapSportsNet. Following Goose at BullsScripted and me at BuzzOnTap. Anywhere you can listen to podcasts, you can listen to us, 5-star rating and review because that's cool and tough. We'll be back Monday after the Bulls play the Orlando Magic. Let's go, Bulls.